Well, good morning, everybody. How's your coffee? Hope it's good and warm. Good and warm. I got my little head mount thing, and here we are at 6061 staring at her, and looks like I'm going to call this in for plumbing inspection this morning. Went through, checked all the water pressure above 175 pounds. Thank you very much, plumbers. Good job, boys. Check the fall in the sanitary, and we are looking good. We're looking good. This plumbing crew's done a lot of my underground, and while I have great confidence in them and I appreciate all their hard work, I always check. I check everything as much as possible, and these things are important. These mechanical pieces have to work. Well, let's talk about the question that everybody asks, which is, Jamie, when are you going to finish? Well, let's think of it like pregnancy, because this really is pretty much similar to that as far as a couple things, not all things, but when you're pregnant, everyone asks what's your due date. Everybody asks that. It's polite, and but the due date really doesn't mean anything. Okay, it's just an estimation of time. So, what is the due date for your home? Well, that's when they say is the closing date. Now, if you think your doctor tells you you're due on August 1st and you expect that to happen, well, you're kind of not, you kind of don't, it's kind of like thinking when you really don't have a whole lot of cheese on your cracker if you totally expect that to happen. Exactly. And that's pretty much here too. So roughly the time, countertops go in, the closing department's going to reach out to you, set a closing date. Well, how do they pick the date? They're in the office. They're never here. They hear about it through me. So don't call Barb and Title. When's he going to finish? She don't know. She's in the office all day with a printer. All right. I report to management once a week, and then I tell them when I think things should happen. As far as, like, especially closings. Management does not tell me when the closing date is going to be. They don't know what's going on out here on a daily basis. So once the closing date is set, I'm going to schedule 2 appointments with you. One is going to be the most important walk. So if you're out of town, you can only make one meeting with me. It has to be the pre-close, which is 7 days ahead of closing. 7 days ahead of closing. And that is a very lengthy 2.5, sometimes 3 hour walk. And then we're going to generate a punch list of all the cosmetic things. Now, even though the closing date will be set 7 days after, again, like the due date with the baby, that does not mean it's happening. All right. The pre-close is going to happen. And we will not close unless that list is 100% signed off and you say, Jamie, I love it. Give me the keys. Ooh, that's a nice sunrise. So I want to set that expectation is the pre-close is actually more important. So do not schedule the moving van for the day of closing, because I am known for canceling closings on that day of closing. Items are missing, incomplete, stuff like that, and want everyone to have the expectation that I only close on complete homes, and I want you to understand that I do know a lot of my customers are in COVID lockdown cities and they really just can't wait to get out, but we're only going to close when this is 100% complete. You know, you would not buy a car and be satisfied with driving off the lot with the wrong tire on one side. You would say, no. You want my money now? And I got the wrong tire on. How about this? How about I hold on to my money? You put the right tire on there. You call me when it's ready. So it's kind of like that. So let's take a look forward at what we got going today. Trusses got delivered for 62, 63. There's a lot of work the framers have to do. to satisfy me before we fly those trusses. So maybe Monday, Tuesday, we're going to fly the trusses and set them here. 6061, I'm going to call in for plumbing inspection. Across the street due today are the slab guys to put the rails and forms up for that. And over at, let's see, 1560. And then 1718, we're waiting for lumber. We're in good shape over there. And I anticipate getting from the county the permits, the go-ahead for the next building. See, so it's, what unit is that again? Still getting my bearings here. 1920. And then away we go. So enjoy your morning.